Chapter 1: The Boy Without a Family. Rémi was a small boy. He lived in a little village in France. He was very young, only 8 years old. He lived with a kind woman. Her name was Madame Barberin. She was a good lady. She had no children. She loved Rémi very much. Rémi did not know who his parents were. Madame Barberin told him he was not born in her house. She said he was found on the street as a baby. Rémi was sad, but he loved Madame Barberin like a mother. Rémi's home was small but warm. There was a kitchen, a small bedroom, and a garden. In the garden, Rémi liked to play. He liked to run and laugh. He liked to pick flowers and listen to birds. Madame Barberin worked hard. She sold things in the village market. Sometimes she was tired. Rémi helped her a little. He brought water and cleaned the room. He was a good boy. He loved helping. One day, a man came to the village. His name was Monsieur Vitalis. He was a traveling musician. He had a small group of animals. There was a dog, a monkey, and a little horse. Vitalis played music for people. He sang and danced. He also trained his animals to do tricks. The people in the village were happy to see him. Children ran to watch the animals. Rémi also ran. He liked music. He liked the dog Cappy. Cappy was big and smart. He liked children. The monkey's name was Jolicoeur. He was funny. He could walk on 2 legs and carry small things. The horse's name was Zerbino. Zerbino was strong and kind. Madame Barberin watched Rémi. She knew Rémi loved animals and music. Vitalis spoke to Madame Barberin. "Your boy is very strong and brave," he said. "He could travel with me. I can teach him music and take care of animals." Madame Barberin was sad. She did not want to send Rémi away. But she did not have money. Vitalis offered money for Rémi. Madame Barberin thought carefully. She wanted what was best for Rémi. "He will learn a lot," she said finally. "Maybe he will be happy." Rémi was confused. He did not want to leave Madame Barberin. She had cared for him since he was a baby. But he also wanted to see the world. He wanted adventure. He liked music and animals. The next morning, Rémi said goodbye. Madame Barberin gave him a small bag. She put bread, cheese, and some clothes inside. She hugged him. "Be good, my boy," she said. "Take care of yourself. Be brave." Rémi cried. He held her hand. "I will come back one day," he said. Madame Barberin smiled sadly. "I hope so," she said. Vitalis smiled. "Come, Rémi," he said. "We have a long road. You will see many things." Rémi held the dog's leash. Cappy barked happily. The monkey jumped and waved. Zerbino neighed. They were ready to go. The road was long. They walked many days. They went to small towns and big cities. Rémi learned a lot. He learned to sing and play simple instruments. He learned to take care of the animals. He learned how to perform in front of people. Sometimes it was hard. They slept in small inns. Sometimes there was no food. Sometimes it rained. Rémi felt cold, but he was brave. He helped Vitalis with animals. He fed Cappy and Zerbino. He cleaned Jolicoeur's cage. He learned to be responsible. Vitalis was a strict teacher. He sometimes shouted. But he also praised Rémi. "You are a good boy," he said. "You can do anything if you try." One day, they arrived at a big city. Vitalis said, "The city is different. We will perform in the streets. Many people will watch. You must be careful and work hard." Rémi saw many things. There were big houses, many horses, carts, and people. He saw rich men and poor men. He saw children with toys and children with nothing. He felt a little scared but excited. They performed in the town square. Vitalis played his violin. Rémi sang a small song. Cappy jumped and did tricks. Joli Coeur clapped his little hands. People laughed and gave money. Rémi felt proud. At night, they stayed in a small inn. Rémi was tired. He lay on a straw bed. He thought about Madame Barberin. He missed her. He thought, I will be strong. I will be brave. I will make her proud. Days passed. Rémi grew stronger and more confident. He learned new songs. He learned how to read music. He learned how to talk to people politely. He met many children on the road. Some were kind, some were mean. He learned how to be careful with strangers. One day, Vitaly said, Rémi, you are ready for a big performance. Tomorrow we will go to the king's town. Many important people will watch. You must be brave. Rémi was nervous. He had never seen so many people before, but he also felt proud. He thought about Cappy, Joli Coeur, and Zerbino. They were his friends. They worked together. He knew he could do it. That night, Rémi dreamed. He dreamed of Madame Barberin, the little garden in his small house. He dreamed of music and animals. He dreamed of adventure. Rémi woke up early. He helped Vitalis prepare the animals. He brushed Cappy's fur. He cleaned the monkey's cage. He fed Zerbino. Then they walked to the city. The city was busy. There were many people. Children ran and played. Merchants shouted. The smell of bread and meat was everywhere. Rémi held Cappy's leash. He was ready. They started a performance. Vitalis played the violin. Rémi sang. Cappy jumped. Joli Coeur clapped. Zerbino danced a little. The people laughed. They clapped. They gave coins. Rémi felt happy. He was doing something important. He was helping Vitalis. He was brave. He was learning. After the show, Vitalis said, You did well, Rémi. I am proud of you. Rémi smiled. He was tired but happy. They ate dinner at a small inn. Vitalis gave Rémi some bread and cheese. You are growing fast, Vitalis said. You are strong and brave. One day, you will travel alone and help others. Rémi thought about the road. He thought about Madame Barberin. He thought about his life. It was not easy, but he was happy. He had friends, animals, and music. He had a teacher who cared for him. He had hope. Rémi looked at the sky. The stars were bright. He thought, One day I will find my true family. I will be happy. I will be brave. And so Rémi's journey began. He did not know the future. He did not know the dangers ahead. But he knew one thing. He was strong. He was brave. He was Rémi, the boy without a family, but with a heart full of hope. Chapter 2: The Traveling Show. Rémi traveled with Vitalis for many weeks. He learned a lot every day. He learned to take care of the animals. Cappy, the dog, was very smart. He could jump high, catch small balls, and help Rémi. Joli Coeur, the monkey, was funny and clever. Zerbino, the horse, was strong and calm. Rémi loved them all. They were his friends. They went from town to town. Some towns were small and quiet. Some towns were big and noisy. In each town, Vitalis played music. He sang songs. He played the violin. Rémi sang with him sometimes. Cappy jumped and did tricks. Jolie Kerr clapped and danced. People watched and gave money. Sometimes the towns were poor. People had little food. They could not give much money. Sometimes it rained. They had to sleep under trees or in small inns. Rémi felt cold and hungry, but he did not complain. He learned to be strong. He learned to work hard. One winter, the weather became very cold. Snow fell in the towns. The roads were difficult. They had little food. Vitalis said, "We must be careful. Animals need warmth and food. You must help Rémi." Rémi worked hard. He collected firewood. He carried water. He fed Cappy, Zerbino, and Jolie Kerr. He cleaned their small cages. He wrapped them in blankets. He felt tired, but he was happy to help. One day, Vitalis got sick. He could not play music. He was weak and pale. Rémi was worried. He helped him drink water and rest. "Don't worry, Rémi," Vitalis said. "You are brave. You will help me. You are my strong boy." While Vitalis rested, Rémi continued to take care of the animals. He fed Cappy. He brushed Zerbino. He cleaned Jolie Kerr's little home. He sang songs to the people. They liked him. Some gave bread, cheese, and coins. Rémi learned to talk to people politely. One cold morning, they arrived in a big town. Many people were in the streets. There was a market. Shops sold bread, meat, and clothes. Children played in the square. Rémi saw many things for the first time. He liked the colors, the smells, and the music of the town. Vitalis said, "Rémi, we will perform here. You must be careful. Many people will watch. Work with the animals and do your best." The performance began. Vitalis played the violin. Rémi sang a small song. Cappy jumped high. Zerbino danced a little. Jolie Kerr clapped and waved. The people laughed. They gave money. Some clapped their hands. Rémi felt proud. He was learning to be a good performer. After performance, a man spoke to Vitalis. He was from the police. "You are not allowed to perform without a permit," he said. Vitalis tried to explain, but the police were strict. They took Vitalis away. Rémi did not understand. He cried. "Why are they taking him?" he asked. Vitalis smiled weakly. "Do not cry, Rémi. Be brave. You must take care of the animals. I will return soon." But Vitalis did not return. Rémi felt lost. He had never been alone like this. He looked at Cappy. The dog barked softly. He looked at Jolie Kerr. The monkey jumped in the cage. Zerbino neighed. They were his friends. He could not leave them. He had to care for them. Rémi walked slowly. He went to the inn where they stayed. He asked the people for help. Some were kind. They gave him bread and water. They told him to be strong. "You are a good boy," they said. "Do not cry. Take care of the animals." Rémi slept little. He had to feed the animals, keep them warm, and clean their small cages. He felt tired and scared. But he remembered Vitalis' words. "You are brave, Rémi. You can do anything." Days passed. Rémi learned to be independent. He learned how to find food. He learned how to talk to people politely. He walked through the streets and watched other performers. He learned tricks from them. He learned to sing and dance better. One day, Rémi found a small group of children in the square. They were poor and hungry. He shared his bread with them. The children smiled. They laughed. Rémi felt happy. He understood that helping others was important. Winter became harder. Snow covered the streets. Rémi had little food. Sometimes, he slept near the animals to keep warm. He hugged Cappy and Jolie Kerr. He patted Zerbino's neck. He whispered, "We will be fine. We are together." In the evening, he sang small songs in the streets. People listened. They gave him coins. Rémi bought food for the animals. He bought bread and cheese. Sometimes he bought carrots for Zerbino. Sometimes he bought nuts for Jolly Cur. Cappy liked small pieces of meat. Rémi missed Vitalis very much. He wished he could see him again. He remembered all the lessons Vitalis had taught him. He remembered how to train animals. He remembered the songs. He remembered the kindness and the love. One morning, Rémi heard a voice. It was a kind man. "Are you alone, boy?" he asked. Rémi nodded. "Yes, sir. My teacher was taken by the police." The man smiled. "I will help you. I know a place where you can stay for a while. You can rest and take care of the animals." Rémi followed the man. He was careful. He held Cappy's leash. Zerbino walked slowly. Jolly Cur clung to his shoulder. They arrived at a small house near the river. The man introduced Rémi to a kind woman. "This is a safe place," the woman said. "You can rest here. We will help you." Rémi felt relief. He could finally rest. The animals were safe. He hugged Cappy. He hugged Jolly Cur. He patted Zerbino. "We are safe," he said softly. Days passed. Rémi rested and ate well. He played music with the woman and learned new songs. He taught Cappy new tricks. He taught Jolly Cur new games. Zerbino ran happily in the small yard, but Rémi knew he could not stay forever. He missed traveling. He missed performing with Vitalis. He missed adventure. He thought, "One day I will find Vitalis. I will continue our journey. I will be brave." He trained every day. He fed the animals. He practiced singing. He practiced performing tricks with Cappy and Jolly Cur. He learned to be careful in the streets. He learned to be strong. One evening, he looked at the stars. He remembered Madame Barbarin. He remembered his small village. He remembered all the people who had been kind to him. He felt hope. Rémi said softly, "We are together, my friends. We are strong. We will find Vitalis. We will continue our journey. We are brave." And so, Rémi's adventure continued. He had lost his teacher, but he had learned to be independent. He had friends who loved him. He had hope for the future. He was Rémi, the boy without a family, brave and strong, with a heart full of love. Chapter 3, Alone Again. Rémi traveled alone with the animals for many days. He missed Vitalis very much. He did not know where to go. The streets were big and busy. Sometimes people were kind. Sometimes people were mean. Rémi had to be careful. One day, Rémi saw a small boat near the river. A boy waved at him. The boy's name was Arthur. Arthur was friendly. He said, "Hello. Are you alone?" Rémi nodded. "Yes. My teacher was taken by the police." Arthur smiled. "You can come on the boat. We will travel together for a while." Rémi was happy. He put the animals on the boat. Cappy sat quietly. Jolly Cur jumped on Rémi's shoulder. Zerbino stayed near the boat. They traveled along the river. The water was calm. The sky was blue. Rémi felt hope. On the boat, Rémi met a kind woman. Her name was Mrs. Milligan. She smiled at him. "You are a brave boy," she said. "You take care of the animals. That is very good." Rémi felt happy. He liked Mrs. Milligan. She gave him bread and cheese. She gave water to Cappy and Zerbino. She played with Jolie Kerr. "You are welcome here," she said. Remy learned new things. He learned how to work on a boat. He learned to help the animals in a new way. He learned to clean and cook. He liked learning. He felt proud. But Remy was still sad. He missed Vitalis. He wanted to continue the journey with him. He wanted adventure. He wanted to find his real family one day. On the boat, Remy met a new friend. His name was Mattia. Mattia was small and kind. He could play music. He had a small violin. Remy liked Mattia. They became friends quickly. They sang songs together. They helped each other. One day, the boat stopped near a town. Remy saw many people. He saw poor children and rich children. He saw animals and horses. He saw carts and markets. He felt excited. He wanted to see the town. Mrs. Milligan said, "Be careful, Remy. The town is big. You must stay with the animals and Mattia." Remy and Mattia walked in town. They sold small toys and played music. People gave them coins. Remy bought bread and cheese for the animals. He felt proud. He could take care of his friends. One day, Remy and Mattia saw a poor family. The family had no bread. The children were hungry. Remy gave them some bread. Mattia gave them cheese. The family smiled. They thanked the boys. Remy felt happy. He understood that helping others was important. Winter came again. Snow covered the town. The river became cold. The boat could not move. Remy and Mattia stayed in a small inn. They shared a bed to stay warm. They sang songs to feel happy. Cappy, Jolie Kerr, and Zerbino stayed close to them. One night, a man knocked on the inn door. He said, "Remy, do you want to travel again? You can go with me. I will show you new towns and help you find your family." Remy was surprised. "Yes," he said, "I want adventure. I want to find my family. I want to be brave." Remy traveled with the man. Mattia stayed with him. They went from town to town. Remy performed music. He sang and danced. He trained the animals. People liked him. They gave coins. Remy bought food for the animals. He worked hard. One day, Remy found a small note in his bag. It was from Vitalis. "Be brave, Remy. I am proud of you. I will see you one day." Remy was happy. He cried a little. He missed Vitalis, but he knew he could be strong. He hugged Cappy. He hugged Jolie Kerr. He patted Zerbino. "We will be fine," he said. Remy and Mattia faced many problems. They had little food. They sometimes slept outside. They had to protect the animals. They met strangers who were not always kind, but they helped each other. They stayed brave. Remy learned many things. He learned to read signs in the towns. He learned to ask politely for help. He learned to protect the animals. He learned to share with others. He grew stronger every day. One day, they stopped near a beautiful house. A woman came out. She looked at Remy carefully. "You look familiar," she said. "Are you Remy?" Remy nodded. "Yes," he said. "Who are you?" The woman smiled. "I am your mother. I have been looking for you." "You are my son." Remy was surprised. He could not believe it. He cried. He hugged the woman. He felt happy and safe. He finally knew his real family. Mrs. Milligan and Mattia were happy for him. They smiled. "You are brave, Remy," said Mrs. Milligan. "You worked hard. You were kind. And now you found your family." Remy stayed with his mother for many days. He learned about his past. He learned about his family. He met other relatives. He felt loved. He felt safe. He felt happy. But Remy did not forget his friends. He remembered Mattia, Cappy, Jolie Kerr, and Zerbino. He promised to visit them. He promised to continue helping animals and people. Remy understood one thing. Family is not only the people who give birth. Family is also people who love and care for you. He had Madame Barberin, Vitalis, Mattia, Mrs. Milligan, and his animals. They were all family, too. Remy smiled. He felt brave. He felt strong. He felt happy. He had hope for the future. He knew he would have many adventures. He knew he could face difficulties. He knew he could help others. And so, Remy's journey continued. He had found his real family, but he also had friends and dreams. He was Remy, the boy without a family who had become a brave and kind young man. Chapter 4: The True Family. Remy stayed with his mother for many days. He learned about his past. He learned he was found as a baby and adopted by Madame Barberin. He learned about his real father and other relatives. He felt happy and safe. Mrs. Milligan visited him sometimes. She smiled and said, "Remy, you are brave. You worked hard. You helped animals and people. Now you have found your real family." Remy remembered Vitalis. He remembered all the lessons. He wanted to see him again. He also remembered Mattia, Cappy, Jolie Kerr, and Zerbino. They were his friends. He missed them. One day, Remy decided to visit Mattia. He traveled with Cappy, Jolie Kerr, and Zerbino. They walked through towns and villages. People smiled and gave them food. Remy felt proud. He felt happy to be kind. When they arrived, Mattia ran to hug Remy. "I missed you," he said. Remy smiled. "I missed you too," he said. They sang songs together and trained animals. Cappy barked happily. Jolie Kerr danced. Zerbino neighed. They were happy to be together. Remy also learned more about his family. His mother told him stories about his father. He had uncles and aunts who were kind. He had cousins who wanted to meet him. Remy felt loved. He felt safe. Remy understood something very important. Family is not only people who give birth. Family is people who love, care, and help each other. He had Madame Barberin, Vitalis, Mattia, Mrs. Milligan, and the animals. They were all his family, too. One summer, Remy traveled with his mother to visit his father and relatives. He was nervous. He did not know if they would like him, but when they saw him, they smiled. They hugged him. They were happy to meet him. Remy felt happy. He finally had a real family. He had friends. He had animals. He had adventure. He had music. He had hope. He told his family about his journey. He told them about Madame Barberin, Vitalis, and Mattia. He told them about Cappy, Jolie Kerr, and Zerbino. Everyone listened carefully. They were impressed. They said, "You are brave, Remy. You are kind. You have a big heart." Remy learned to be responsible. He helped his mother in the house. He helped his father in the garden. He helped his cousins learn new songs. He helped the poor children in the village. He felt happy to help. One day, Remy walked through the village. He saw children playing. He saw animals. He thought about his past. He remembered the hard days. He remembered the cold winter. He remembered the days when he was alone. But he also remembered the good things. He remembered music, friendship, and love. He remembered helping people and animals. He remembered being brave. Remy smiled. He felt proud. He felt strong. He felt happy. He had learned many things. He had grown up. He had become a kind and brave young man. Rémi knew life could be difficult. There could be hard times. But he also knew that love, friendship, and courage could make life beautiful. He had hope. He had family. He had friends. He had dreams. One evening, Rémi sat in the garden with Cappy, Jolicoeur, and Zerbino. The sun was setting. The sky was orange and pink. Birds sang in the trees. The wind was soft. Rémi felt peace. He thought, I am Rémi, the boy without a family. Now I have a family. I have friends. I have animals. I am brave. I am strong. I am happy. Rémi dreamed about the future. He dreamed of music, adventures, and helping people. He dreamed of traveling with Mattia and the animals. He dreamed of seeing the world. He also promised to always remember Vitalis and Madame Barbarin. They had taught him to be brave, kind, and strong. He wanted to honor them by being a good person. Rémi stood up. He looked at the sky. He smiled. The world is big, he said. I will see it. I will learn. I will help. I will be happy. Cappy barked. Jolicoeur clapped. Zerbino neighed. They were together. They were happy. They were family. Rémi knew one thing. No matter where life takes him, he would always be brave, kind, and full of hope. He had learned the meaning of family, love, and friendship. And so, Rémi's journey ended, but his life continued. He had a real family, true friends, and a heart full of courage. He had faced difficulties, sadness, and loneliness, but he had never given up. Rémi smiled again. He felt peace. He felt love. He felt happiness. He was Rémi, the boy who once had no family, now a young man with family, friends, and a bright future. The sun set slowly. The stars appeared in the sky. Rémi looked at them. He knew adventure would continue. He knew life was full of surprises, but he was ready. He was strong. He was Rémi, and he was happy,